Hi guys, welcome to this Power BI's deck series. I've covered 2-3 topics before which I have already added in the playlist. So you can go there if you missed anything and we'll continue this on this today. So today's topic will cover most of the calculate column versus the measure table. So if you don't clearly understand calculate column and versus measure in the Power BI, so you are probably slowing down your reports in today. So I also will cover the measure pro tips table. So uh, the tips most people ignore will cover it today. This one. So let's start it from this topic: calculate column versus the measure. So in the calculate column, value are the calculate basis on the information each row of the table. Okay. So basically, it is the raw context. In the measure, value are the calculated basis on the information from any filter in the reports. This is on the filter context. So apply statics value to the each row in the table and the store them in the model in the calculated column. So that's mean the file size would be the increase. But in the measure, do not create any new data in the tables themselves. That's mean it doesn't increase the file size. It replicated on the or recalculated on the data source refreshing on when charges are made to the components value. And here recalculating the responses to the any changes to the filter within the report. And in the calculated model, primary used for the filtering the data in the report, but measure primary used for the aggregation value in the visual. So these are the more common tips or what is the calculate column versus the measure and difference also on this. Let's come on the different topic today, which is just pro tips and we should ideally use that. So measure tables, it's a common best practice to create a decided table to the storage of your measures. This will help you to stay organized, find measure quickly, and allow you to group related measure into the folder. How can do that? There's a two-way. Option one already I have shown there. You can go there and click on the enter data and create any measure table like this and give the name and quickly OK. The option two is you should use the calculate table. In the table, write this text. This means this blank and hit OK or enter. You will create the that kind of table. So let's start to do some practice in this. It is very uh, nice tips, and if you use this, you will never confuse where is your measure located. So all measure would be in the one folder on one table. So you can already go there and find out your all measures. So you should will highly recommend it. You should use it in your data model. So I'll open the Power BI. Let's do it together. So this is your Power BI. So in this Power BI, you should go there. Okay, first you should go the model view. In the model view, there's a column. Enter the data. So you should click here on the enter data. When you click here, this will open. So generally give the name of this column. You should give the name like measure table, right? And hit the load. So they will create a new function in your model. What is that? Measure. This is one measure table, right? This is another option. Another option, you should go there in the tab and search the new table. Sorry, there's tables available here in this, in the new table. Okay, hit the enter. So on the top, you should give the name of your table. Like I'm giving the name of here the measure table DAX. Measure table DAX, right? Enter and start the curly bracket, double quote, and enter. That's mean there's a blank table we required here. And hit the enter. So it will create it one more in the last. You can see like this. This one is the measure table through the DAX, and this one is the measure table for the menu. So let's suppose I required this. I required this. I don't want this. I should delete it. I have created just for you, so you can understand how can we create it. Let's search your. I think I'm deleted them more. Let's search any measure here. I'll create a quick measure. Sales quantity some sales quantity here, hit close. So this is a one measure are located in your sales data. So select that measure, select where you want to. Right now it is in the sales data here. So I want to move it in the your table. Move it your measure in the table. So it will be here in the measure table. So you don't need to search here and there where is your measure located, in which table. Did this, and you simply search your measure table, and you can find out okay that measure already available in your table, and you can find it out from here. One more thing I can aid you, you can also create a folder if you have lots of measure here. So you can go one by one and put the folder and give the any name of filter. Like I want to give the name like the sales measure or volume measure, whatever you want to. Let's suppose I'll give the sales measure or whatever name we need to give, we can give. Hit enter. So this source folder related here. So all measure would be here in the and that folder related to the sales or whatever we want to give. Let's suppose I don't require this. Go there, remove the name of the display folder, hit the enter, it would be gone. So that is a today topic I covered. Let's try to understand more topic in the next video related to the filter context and the next measure calculations. So I will go step by step, slowly in the more deeper in the DAX, and will complete almost thing in the DAX. So stay tuned. See you on the next video lecture.